What's the deal with Hughley, Joe?
I haven't heard back yet. You want me to just pop them on if I do?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
And the other thing, are you still depressed or no?
I'm all right.
Okay, so the other day I called you and you were recording this. You were like, "Oh, I got one more segment. I'll call you back," and you never did. Is this your new thing with me that you never call me back?
No, I answered you in the text, and then I didn't hear back from you. I thought we were good.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, in the group text, I answered you with we were both. We were all in it.
No, but I was texting you personally, not in the group text. I go, "Hey, I need to talk to you," and you go, "I got one more segment. I'll be with you in a minute," and you never called me.
Right. I'm sorry. I thought.
All right. Let's be honest here, though.
What?
I'm the only guy out of all of the three of us that
answers everything.
Yes. I mean, come on. You guys are ridiculous. Like, seriously. I've got another job. Konnan, you haven't responded to any text since Saturday at 9:00.
Well, because he had
it's very simple.
So I'm not answering him back. That's all.
Well, you need to answer me.
All right.
Okay, because I've got a job.
I heard it.
Jesus. Do you? You know what we should start off with here? I want to start off with the. I don't want to do the review of the show, but I just want to start off with that last segment of the Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah, that's hot. Want to talk about that first, Konnan?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sorry, Disco. I know you're very professional. I just don't like calling people and then not calling me back like Joe just did. And I'm not mad at you, Joe, because I don't think you did it on purpose. But you know,
I understand.
And also, little Hughley, he sends me little smart ass remarks, and I'm gonna get in his ass.
Joe, okay, that's what he likes to do.
Okay, but
I correspond with him a lot of messages. He's just, bro. You know what he tries to do? Like every single time I'm in a message with him, he tries to end it with a bad joke.
Right. Well, he does that with me too. But now he does that with me too. But this one, he put, "Here are the numbers for Billy Body's Rey Mysterio show. What are you gonna do with your percentage?" Which was like $3. I go, "I'm gonna buy a shove it up your." So I go, "Quit playing with me, bro. You don't know me that well." He, you know what I'm saying? It's like, stop it already with this Billy. You already sabotaged the guy enough. The show's not bad. I like that show. You know?
Right. That's a show we can, like I was saying, he sent the same thing to me. And I'm like, dude, I go, we're trying to, the wrestling stuff is just going to get all the trolls. If he's got his kid on the show, it's like there's better content. It's like, this is something we can start doing. And I talked to Billy there. Billy, you know, Billy and I get
he gets triggered too easy.
He gets triggered way too easy. And bro, let me tell you something. All these dirt sheet guys, they're all like that.
1,000%.
Sean Ross Sapp, Meltzer, these guys are.
Bro, look at all the guys that won't come on the show.
I know, and these people would rather argue with people with 4 followers on Twitter.
I told Dave, you're the whole day fighting on Twitter with these jackoffs. So you're actually very funny.
Right?
What could Disco tell you that you couldn't counter with?
Right. It's like, I mean, seriously, you would rather argue with people with 4 followers on Twitter than come on this show and just have a conversation about wrestling where we disagree on things. It's like, come on. It's like that. You think that's better content? Argue with dopes on Twitter that we don't even know who these people are. It's like, come on, you know me. Like we know each other.
You've been on the show before.
Yeah, we'd like you'd rather argue with people you don't know. Come on.
Right. What did he say that? And then when I asked him, I go, "Well, what are you mad about?" He goes, "Well, he said something about Hunter, but actually, me and Hunter have the same viewpoint or something like that." Okay, then come and clarify it.
Right. Bro, these guys are not. They think that we're going to ambush them.
Right.
And they think we're going to ambush them.
That's not this type of show.
Because we've been in the business and they think that maybe we have something that they don't know. Or so. I think that's what it is. Because I mean, come on. Like, I'm arguing with Sean Ross Sapp again today. He blocked me and then reached out. It's like, you know. And I just torture this guy. It's like my thing. He keeps saying that I'm irrelevant and clinging onto Konnan for relevance.
Right.
And
what
I'm like,
makes
dude,
me more relevant than you?
I don't buy my blue check mark. I'm not trying to be like, you know, I'm up with like I said, since when?
But let me ask you a question. Who is this guy? Is he a fan that became like a dirt sheet writer, or who is he exactly?
Like a fan?
Because I didn't hear about
writer?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, what's his? My messages are hit up here. I'm sure it's going to be him.
Yeah, I always, you know, my whole thing is, what are your qualifications? Oh, you're a fan. Those are your qualifications. That watched a lot of wrestling, so you're more qualified to know about the business than me that I was in it. Okay, good.
This is Sean Robb just sent me.
Right.
Hey man, I just want to say nobody cares about you. I hope nothing bad happens to you or anything, but truly, everyone thinks you're a total joke. I know your numbers and money are way, and he puts way down. It's not accurate, but coming at me isn't going to spike them. Try actually listening to your audience instead. Good luck. Well, or not, we had a great number on Spreaker this month.
Spreaker, yeah. Mm-hmm.
How would he know our numbers?
I have no idea.
Right.
That sounds like
is he saying that you're trying to start some with him because you're clout chasing or something?
Hang on. This is there. Sean Ross Sapp goes, I could go on your YouTube right now and find a dozen videos you made about me trying to get attention. Guess how many I've made about you? None, because nobody gives a fuck about you, you weirdo.
Like you were saying about the dirt sheet guys. That's because when I've talked to him and he's nice, regular, normal. That sounds nothing like the guy that I've talked to. You know.
Worse. Here's the worst part, bro. That if he actually believes, how long have you known this guy?
For a while, I guess, but I've never met him before.
What do you mean, I guess? How long have you known him?
Well, he was in.
He's been around.
He was in this group, the fantasy football league that I knew all these guys in.
Okay, so you knew him. So you knew before wrestling, kind of, right?
No, not really. No, he's in wrestling. No. I'm not before. No. This is like a few years ago. He was in the league with Shane Helms.
Oh, okay, so he's known you a couple of years, right?
Yes.
Okay, bro, and he actually thinks that you're arguing with him because you're trying to get relevant by arguing with him, like clout chasing, basically.
Clout chasing, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
He doesn't know you. And how presumptuous him to think that he's, I don't know how big he is in the business because I just kind of hear his name from you, but how big does he actually think he is that you need to be feuding with him to be relevant? Is he some big name no, right?
Well, he is one of the top Patreons, rather. Sorry, yeah. For reporting or for wrestling reporting, rather.
Yeah. All right. Do you think a lot of wrestlers know who he is?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm the one that doesn't know who he is.
Right. No, and there's no reason for if you don't follow all the dirt shit, like all these,
you
don't know.
Him,
you don't know.
Yeah, I only follow Dave.
Yeah.
You know Dave, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't.
You know Wade Keller.
Yeah, but I don't read.
Right, exactly. But
or like Johnson a little bit.
I don't. These guys think that they're like the beat all and end all in professional wrestling. So I'm like, give me a break. Like, look at your audience, dude.
I just read Meltzer, and he actually got something wrong about me, which I'm going to address. Yes, which I'm going to address today.
All right, let's start the show because I want to start.
All right. Are we going down the normally?
Yeah. Just do the open. We'll talk about the Rumble, and then we'll get to the mailbag.
What's the
344?
I'm not sure who he is, and I really don't give a who he is. Okay, because wrote me and he goes, "Oh yeah, something about Disco and Sean Ross Sapp," and I go, "Bro, I have zero interest in their vegan beef, and I really don't know who the he is, and I really don't care, and I don't." So, but this is the thing.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Disco Inferno, though, I always see randomly trending on Twitter, and it's always...
but what he does is he's a provocateur, okay? So he'll throw stuff out there to get people riled up, and people will get riled up over everything and anything. Oh, you're trying to be relevant. Oh, you were a loser back in your day, so now you're trying to chase clout. Oh, it's lazy excuses for people not wanting to hear the truth.
Yeah, Disco Inferno, though, I always see randomly trending on Twitter, and
that was it.
Well, it's a long interview, and it was a little while ago. I don't know why he only put that part, but I thought you had seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people don't get, like I said, because when I did Vince's show yesterday, this is what people don't understand about me. Okay, is that I haven't changed in 25, 30 years. Like, I'm pretty much the same guy, even though I'm older. Like the same guy when we talk and okay. So what I try to explain to people is.
Let me ask you a question before you continue. Have I changed, or am I kind of the same guy?
No, you haven't changed at all.
Little mellower, right?
Just mellower, yeah.
Yeah.
But but we had a locker room.
Joe's like, what was you like before? Yeah.
like I don't know what professional sports locker rooms are like, right?
Right.
But we had a epic level locker room of ball busters.
Right.
Okay. And
Bro,
I just haven't changed the ball busters.
If you couldn't take a rib, or you were offended easily, or what they call nowadays snowflakes, you'd get destroyed in our locker room. Any locker room. Bro, you could go to any locker room. WWE was the same because I was there for a while.
Right.
WCW, Impact, Mexico. It's the same thing. It's ball busting all the way around and testing people to see if they're fucking... And a lot of testing to see if people can, you know what I'm saying? You weed out the weak.
Right. The funny thing is, all I did was post a tweet because Sean Sapp, but he just posted a tweet said I don't know how these wrestlers, the 6 days on the road and I'm beat. Like he was at the Royal Rumble. He says I don't know how wrestlers.
How many days on the road?
It was like he's just not on the road. But he just went like 6, went to work for a week as a wrestling journalist at the Rumble.
Okay, let me and I'm sure he knows this, bro. And this was not one time, not two times. This was all the time.
Right.
When we were in WCW, we would work 30 days straight.
Yeah.
Maybe get 3 days off, which 1.5 day you're recuperating, and you were back on the road 30 days, and you wonder why we were wild and there was a bunch of drugs. They don't do that anymore, bro, or they would be doing it. There was no way you could handle the road if you weren't getting drunk or fucked up.
Right.
There was no way.
Because he's thrown shade at me repeatedly. He hits me up at DMs and stuff. So I just
Can I ask you another question before you continue?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So because I'm kind of lost. At the top of the dirt sheet writer, journalist, whatever you want to call him, there's probably Meltzer, right?
Right, of course.
He's still the number one. Okay.
Number one guy.
Number two would maybe be Keller.
I still consider the old school guys more, but Sapp's site is like more.
Where would he be? Where would he be like right
top
now?
Five?
He's in the top 5. Maybe the top 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but not for like he's got his Patreon does well.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
well because he leads you over there. Because I saw this. I don't follow him, but somehow somebody does. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you, but somebody that follows him. It came out on my timeline, and he put something like very big news, backstage heat in WWE, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was going to click on it to see what it was, and it was a go to my Patreon.
Oh yeah,
like good move.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what they do, right? So it's like, and all I tweeted was, I put in quotations. I don't know how they do this,
right?
Unquote. Is one of the many things that you don't know about this business,
right?
He's like, I'm just busting his balls, like, bro. That ignited. Now it's what are we on 3 days now? With him beefing with Russo,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's bro. To me, these guys are so upset. And I'm cracking up that tweeting one tweet busting somebody's balls, and this is what it's like.
Yeah, but like, this isn't the first time. But this is the first time you told me he sent you like massive tweets, right?
For the best thing, Russo did a live stream today and read the DMs between him and Sean Ross Sapp is hysterical.
Right.
Yeah. Like well, Sean was on there. Sean was on there, responded.
Sean was in the live stream responding to this. Trying to point out how irrelevant this is.
Like not on video, Konnan. He was responding in the chat room.
Right, in the comment section.
Yeah.
And like, bro, it's just the level of arrogance.
Why didn't he just come on the show and confront him?
No, there's no way. He
said he would have.
Then why didn't he?
I don't know, because Vince didn't invite him, and probably
okay.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah. Then he should invite him. It probably pop a good number after whatever the going on. People loved it. Bro, they love this.
I would just like
Billy,
to tell the guy,
Sonny Sapp, whatever. They love that. They love
Surly Dave.
Right.
I mean, like, bro, these guys are like just constantly getting offended and commenting. I think it's hysterical. So I like to tweet a thing here and there to egg them on and watch them.
Can I give you my hypotheses?
Yeah, go ahead.
Since all their credibility is on the fact that they know the inner workings of wrestling, when you tell them they don't, they get mad. Right. But bro, there's no way. I don't give a who you are unless you've actually been in the dressing room. You have no clue what it's like. You have to be one of the boys or somebody that's working with the boys. You know what I'm saying? Like the assistants backstage.
Here's the funny thing. His big thing is he says, I spoke to a top guy. Like okay, and he says and they send me the scripts.
Right.
That's like, and it's like, okay, so as opposed to guys like us,
right,
that know all these people, that work with them, actually wrestled matches against these people,
right.
You know, I don't know. It's like,
well, what do you think?
Very weird
What do you think a wrestler's going to have?
Level of arrogance, you know?
What do you think a wrestler's going to have more respect for another wrestler that they know what we've been through? Because only we know what we go through, bro. There was a lot of humiliation. There's a lot of. I mean, yeah, we had some great times, but you've been stiffed by promoters and probably people trying to test you in the ring, and all that we all go through
outside the ring too.
Right.
You're right. You suffer a lot, and back in our day it was worse, and before us it was worse.
Right.
Bro, right now it's easy peasy, bro. I've been in the locker room. I see where you stay. I see what you get paid. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying it was harder in our day. Take advantage. We didn't have training centers like the I can imagine where you trained. Bro, I trained in Tijuana. Imagine that.
Right.
With a
we didn't
ring
have social media.
With a ring that I guarantee was harder than the floor I'm on right now.
Tijuana was the hardest ring I've ever worked in.
Yeah.
By far.
Yo, what up? This is Konnan, and I host Keeping It 100, my co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!